Have any of you ever been able to visualize something that you just couldn't put into words? A tool, a toy, even a basic shape? I remember when I was just a little guy and had seemingly great ideas for action figures. But I never had just the right pieces I was looking for, and it was often left to imagination. But that day has come and gone. For today, we live in a world where even the simplest idea can become a materialized object in a matter of minutes. When you think of printing, you picture a beeping machine that's constantly low on toner. When I think of printing, I think of 4 tactically moving nozzles that are all spraying liquid plastic into an exact shape that I've entered into a processing machine. May I introduce you to 2012 and 3D printing. Surprisingly, 3-dimensional rendering has been around for years, used in prototyping new vehicles, structures, and even shoes that you're wearing today. Don't feel bad though if you've never heard about this technology. Few have. As innovational as it is, very, very few people have even heard of this procedure. Due to its steep cost, it often turns onlookers away. The machine alone costs an upward of $14,000. However, 3-dimensional fabrication with big capabilities has become a home accessory, made easy with MakerBot, a simple at-home 3D printer with big capabilities. With a price tag of $1,000, it's much more manageable for the do-it-yourselfer at home. The possibilities are truly endless. Any simple or complex object that you could imagine could be created right in front of you. 3D modeling software has become easier and easier to use, and finding that a wider public is finding interest in it. Products similar to MakerBot use either 3D models to print or actual objects that replicate in a second machine. Possessing the ability to create or recreate any object in your home is both a brilliant and frightening concept. On one hand, you can own an entire dinnerware set for the cost of a single spoon, fork, knife, and plate. However, in doing so, you've also crossed into a copyright violation. With easy-to-use technology, how will one be governed with it, you may ask? Well, the blatant truth is, we don't know. We haven't gotten to that point yet. But we figure when we do, we'll cross that path. It's a hard idea to wrap your mind around. It can easily become a violation of human rights. If too much force is pressed on it, or it's a matter of backyard black markets if not chased enough. So, we fall between the cracks. And right now, it's left up in the air. But eventually the government will weigh in on it once it becomes a more in-home accessory. And in case some of you are a little confused on what exactly 3D printing is, I'll go into further detail for you. You need only 2 things to start off with this. Most commonly, designers will use 3D models due to their perfection and limitless options for editing. Otherwise, you could choose a panoramic camera box. This box is filled with cameras, and it takes, as you watch, this device will spin around your object that you've entered into it, and be able to take a 3-dimensional panoramic circle. These images are then rendered and processed. The rendering takes multiple hours and involves making your design a realistic object in space, as well as prepping for the printing stage. A printing machine receives your object and will do one of 2 things. Either cut it out of a selected material, something like silicone or glass, or the liquid nozzles that spray the plastic into the shape of your design. You are then left with a one-color object that is cast in replication of your 3D model. The future of design is at your doorstep, and not long from now, it'll be at your kitchen table. Embrace technology. I bet each of you have your own design for your own little knick-knack or paperweight, and not long from now, you'll be able to make that yourself. May I once again introduce you to 2012 and the future, 3D printing.
Feedback for John.